All right, everybody, listen, you gotta say this about your boy. I do read my comments, right? So listen, all you guys have been asking for, especially this time of the year and all of my over the road, truckers and all of that, you guys be asking for having like another slow cooker / crock pot, whatever name you want to give it, recipes. So check this out. We finna make a Hawaiian, chicken, and we gonna do it in a slow cooker / crock pot. With that being said, let's get it. All right, so look, let's go over some of these ingredients, right? I'm just gonna pan over these because everybody should know by now, and if you don't, I got it. If you're new, let me just tell you, all of these ingredients with the measurements is on my website. That's Smokin and Grillin with AB.com, and that's WITAB.com. This will be the thing you guys wanna know. What am I gonna be using? Because typically when somebody makes something like this in the crock pot, a lot of people like to use the breast. You can use the breast, but as you see right here, let me just pick these up right now. I'm just gonna show you. These right here are boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Now, if you've been following me, I like to trim all of this off of here, but this is gonna be the flavor that we wanna get inside of here, right? So I'm not gonna do nothing. All I did was, wash and clean these up, patted these dry, and these are ready to go. Now, here's another thing I wanna tell you. You can take these, cube them up, put them inside of here and do your thing. I'm not gonna do that. I like to have them whole like this, put them in there, sear them up, get some color and some, some good taste on them. And then I take them out, and after they, to my liking, the way they look, that's when I go ahead and bust out my chef knife and cut them up. Now, all right, so look, the first thing I do is, you guys see that? Look, let me raise this up a little bit. You gotta get a little heat under there. I like to have like a medium-high flame. Excuse me, a medium flame, not medium-high. We just wanna put some flavoring. Now I'm getting ready to take my sesame oil. While this is coming up to temp, I'm just gonna add this to it, just like that. Right, now look, if you follow me over here, always keep that hot, soapy water, right? You gotta be able to wash as you go. Notice what I'm doing. I don't really concentrate on that part too much. You see how I kind of like rinse this? I don't like to stick nothing dirty, have all that residue in my clean water, right? So I did that. And then another thing I do, if you guys ever notice why I keep turning around, I always keep some paper towels right here to ready. Why? Because sometimes my hands be a little dirty. I don't want to touch my paper towel holder. You know what I mean? I'll be touching all that. So I do this, get me some right here. Just little few things that, I do to like make it easy for me in the kitchen, right? So it don't be no chore. Now, let's move this around like this. Oh yeah, this smells good too. Once you put this on some heat, when it kicks back, it's priceless, folks. Now, you guys can start on whatever side you want. I'm gonna go ahead and start on the top side. It really doesn't make no difference though, folks. This is what I'm calling the top. The smooth side, we'll just call that the top, right? Now, we only need so many pounds of this. I think for what I'm gonna make, I'm probably only gonna use 2. You guys will see about how much that makes and then decide on your own when you go to the website, do you need to, what would that be? Do you need to, double the recipe or what? Okay, so if you guys come here and take a look at this right here, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this fire off. You see how this look? Right, I've been flipping these over. I just want to show you. I like to put a little color on there. It seems like it does better when I do it this way as opposed to, cutting them down and then rolling each piece and trying to get them like that. This is my rationing. This is me rationalizing why I do what I do. You guys can do it any kind of way you want to. Now, I'm gonna have the camera pull back. I'm gonna take this top off. And then, we got our crock pot right here, right? So I'm just gonna drop this in here. Ain't no need, this is a good sized bite. But for these, I turn the fire off, right? We'll get this over here like this. And what I'm gonna do, we wanna get them into like bite-sized pieces, right? So let me grab a knife. You guys better check these out right here. Listen, they out right now. You better get them while they last. I'm talking about balance, holes. Look, when I say holes of the blade, a sharp edge, this does it, right? So now I'm gonna open this up, meaning I'm finna show you guys, right? I'll just cut these like this. It doesn't make a difference. I mean, these are good bite-sized pieces, but I wanna open this up right now so you guys can see. You can see that can stand to be cooked a little bit more. All I wanted to do was put the color here, right there and there on the outside. Now, if you guys cut them down, you can probably get this over all of it, but I like it to be around this way, right? So just get them, we just cut them down like this, however you want to, not too big. Some can be a little bit bigger than others, and we'll have them like that, right? So now, let me come in here. Oh, I almost overlooked it. We take these and we just put these right here, inside our crock pot. Super simple. All right, so listen, I done already cut this down and, started cleaning this up. Listen, this is like a second nature for me to make this dish, right? So look, if you guys come in here, you take a look inside of there, that's what it should look like when you guys, just put them on the bottom. Real simple. Cut them into bite-sized pieces. Don't cook them fully, you know what I mean? That right there, they'll finish in the crock pot, right? So we got that there. Now it comes down to, let's go ahead and listen to my keywords. Chop, folks, right? We're gonna chop these. We're not gonna dice them, right? So let me just go ahead and get this one cleared up. Excuse me, when I say cleared up, what I'm trying to say is let me get it cleaned up, right? We get rid of all of these seeds. Then when I get them over here, we start breaking these down and start chopping these up. All right, so look, we cleaned up. I'm gonna cut them like this. Instead of me cutting them down into small slithers, we cut them down like this, right? Look at the size. Now, some of y'all can hear what I'm about to say right now because I say it all the time. When we chop, it's really, or dice, we do it for flavor, for the texture, right? But if we dice them down small, what would that be? That'd be for the taste. Even though they big like this, you still gonna get a little flavor out of this too. And we finna extract all of that out anyway because we finna do, this in a slow cooker, right? So when I say we're gonna chop them down, that's what I mean right here. Look at this. See that? Yes, sir. This is what I mean. Just put it on here like that. See how I just put these over the top? Now we get ready to mix up, our sauce, right? So we got that there. Now what you're gonna need is you're gonna need to get yourself a bowl. Now, I don't know. I always say that you maybe can put it in there like that, but we're gonna do it this way. I'm gonna get these chunks, right? Pineapple chunks is what you want, folks. Now, if you guys can't find the pineapple chunks, what you can do is get the pineapple, the rings, and just cut them down, right? Look, do not drain. And we need about 20 ounces, so here we go. We just put this in here like that. Right, we keep this. Now look, this right here was the orange juice. We saving this. I'm gonna put this over here like this, just so you guys can see. This goes with the cornstarch. This is gonna be our slurry. I know some of y'all think that the only thing we can make with a slurry is water, but no, it's anything with this cornstarch that we use as a thickener, that'll be your slurry, right? So we got brown sugar. Ooh, this stuff starts to, dry out quick, folks. This would probably be the only thing I would say if it's gonna take you a minute, and it only takes me a minute because I'm filming, right? In order for me to, get to this point. All right, get my spatula. Come over here. Poison in. Get it all. Let's over here, do a little rinse job here. Get our sauce in here. You can see the way we're building up these flavors now, right? It's super easy. Really, I want to say is a dump and go. We got to do a little bit of brown, right? We're going to put a little lime zest in here, right? So let me just go ahead and get it go like that. Just one way, folks. You don't want to pick up too much of it where it gets bitter, right? So just run it, take a look at what you got. The main thing is you want to mix it up. That's why I do it in a bowl. I don't want to just put this all in there and then it be concentrate on one side didn't, right? So we mix it all here. That way when we put it on the chicken and the veggies in there, you know the rest. All right, after we put everything in there, well, we almost got everything in there. We got to still do our ginger, and then we got to, add some lime juice, right? So I'm looking at this right now. I don't see no seeds. So anyway, I just do one half. You guys can do two. You know what I mean? One half seems to do it, just right for myself. You guys let me know down in the comment section below. After you tried it, did you put the whole lime in there or what? Right? So now I'll take that, put that over there. Because everybody like to look at the nice sliced the lime, right? Now I'm gonna take this, and then we do just a little bit of grating for some ginger. And don't forget, folks, if you guys are paying attention to the way I do it, I see people doing this, going back and forth. Man, it's just one way. All right, so let's go ahead and mix. I already been mixing it. You can see that the lime, the zest was gone, right? So look at that right there. You guys can just imagine the flavors in your brain already when you think about what we got in here. That pineapple juice, the pineapple chunks, you know what I mean? And all of the other seasoned, herbs that we put in here. Look at that. Now, you remember this? Look, this is that chicken. We just mix it up right here. Now we just pour this right here on top. I already told you guys we're gonna do a slurry because you can see how loose it is, right? I still like to just mix this up like this Now I'm gonna put this back inside of the crock pot, then we're gonna set our time. Now, I'm gonna tell you like this, you guys. This is how we're gonna do this. When I put this in there and it comes to the crock pot, listen, if I put it on low, right? So let's just say I did 4 hours on low. That means if it was gonna be on high, we do it in 2 hours. You guys got it? But this right here is gonna take about 4 hours on high, 3 to 4 hours on high. So you just do your math. That'll tell you how long you're gonna need, to come up with your low time. All right, so look, I'll get ready to close this, and then when I moved all of my ingredients and I saw that I still had, my garlic, right? So let's go ahead and mince this garlic and get this here in the inside. Let's get this. We don't have to worry about burning this one for sure. Look, everything will be on top, right? Now, all of this right here, you don't take this off, folks. You put that inside of there because we're gonna mince that too. It's one of the things I like about it. All right, we put that in there. Oh yeah. My granny had me mincing all that garlic. All right, so this is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna turn the power on, right? We're gonna go to high cook, right? And then we go ahead and set our time. I told you we're gonna go to 4 hours, but what I'm gonna do is split it in the middle. I usually say 3 to 4, so let's just go with 3.5 hours, right? We hit start. I set a timer for myself, and I'll see you guys in 3.5 hours. Okay, so listen, my timer kind of like went off. I set it for 3.5 hours, you know what I mean? But we really was gonna go 4. So look, I hope it all makes sense to you because I like to put my cornstarch slurry inside of this and let it cook for about 25 to 30 minutes, right? So with only 30 minutes left on my timer now, because I went ahead and reset everything, look, I got my orange juice. And again, folks, it doesn't always have to be water. You know what I mean? This is gonna be our thickening agent. And to be honest with you, okay, if you didn't know, it's always equal parts. That's the way I've been taught and I do it, right? But check this out. I'm gonna do it like this. I can look at it. I've been doing this long enough to know that when this gets a certain thickness, it's right. All right, now I got this, let me get out. I don't think I need no more, so we'll put that in there. I do have myself a whisk. Now I'm just gonna whisk this around and I'm gonna look at it. Now with this being super hot, right? So what we're gonna do is just add this to it and just continue to cook it for like the last, like I say, 25, 30 minutes. Good thing about using a glass Pyrex, you can look on the side to see if you need to get a spatula. You don't want to have no white in here. We don't want no cornstarch to be in the center. Right, so look, now come on over here. You see that right there? Look at that. Ooh-wee. Now I'm gonna show you this right here. Spoon, I'm gonna move this around. You can see it's a little bit thicker just on its own. It's still nice and hot, but this time we get ready to add this slurry to it. And then we're gonna let that cook. Don't worry about the color or nothing like that, folks. Listen, all that's gonna thicken up, right? So we're gonna let this go. I'm gonna hurry up. I just wanna mix it, get it completely mixed up. Then we're gonna let it cook again, like I said, just about 20, 25 minutes, maybe 30. You know what I mean? We'll check it after 20 minutes and just see where we at. But you can see right now the way it's thickening up. Look at this right here. Look. Just wait till we done. Ooh, I can smell them pineapples. All right, so listen, 30 minutes done went by. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and open this, break this away from us again, because we don't want no steam burns, right? Now, come on in here and look at this magic right here. You want to talk about, look at that right there. Did that thicken it up for y'all? Right? And then I know some of y'all are dying to taste this caramelized, pineapple, right? Remember them chunks. And don't forget, like if you don't have the chunks, don't trip. All you gotta do is get the slices, you know what I mean? The rings, and all you gotta do is cut them down. You know what I mean? So look, let me go ahead and take a picture of this real quick. You don't need nothing. I don't need to taste it or nothing like that. But you gotta taste it and figure out if you wanna add something else to it. If you think it needs some salt or something like that. But I can tell you right now, if you use the measurements that I use, I promise you, I got you all right. Hold on. All right, so look, I want you guys to come on in here and take a look at this right here. You see that right there? That's what you wanna come up with, right? If it look like anything like it do right here, and look at these pineapple chunks. Whew. All right, so I'm gonna go in here and mix this up a little bit, get a little bit of this rice. You gotta let me know, what would you do if you had this right here? Look, the chicken kind of like just gets small, kind of like disintegrates a little bit, shreds in the inside. That's what it does. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm not finna over talk it. I'm finna go in here. I tasted the sauce and I know it's just right, especially after I'm telling you guys you ain't got to add nothing to it, right? So listen, cheers, y'all. All right, so listen, after eating that, I promise you I'm not putting nothing on top of it or nothing like that. You guys let me know. Super simple to make, so I know half of you guys are gonna run out there and make this, you know, probably tonight whenever this video drops. And when you do, just come back. I ask you to just tell your boy what you think about it. And if you wanted to add something to it, please let me know. Now, with that being said, you know what? I can't help it, folks. I got to go in here and give me one more. Ooh, this right here is right. Yeah, yes, sir. If you got kids, they're gonna love this. So remember, you guys, you know what? If you like this kind of content, you guys gotta smash that like button. You know, it's real important. You know what I mean? And then just spread the word and tell everybody out there. There's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking the mystery out of cooking. I don't even know how to do my ending right now because I'm ready to eat, folks. I'm out. Peace.